So, are you a coach and you're looking to consistently go out there and make more sales? Well, then this video is for you.
We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win.
Hey there, my friend. I'm Super Sid, the Marketing Shaman, and I help coaches and healers create their first or their next 10K paydays where they go out and they generate $10,000 for their coaching or their healing business in 30 days or less using a profitable presentation. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about making consistent sales for your coaching business and how exactly you can do that. We're going to be talking about lead generation today. We're going to be talking about lead nurturing today, and we're going to be talking about how you can put these leads in specific buckets and tee them up to where you can be making sales every single week. And we're going to be talking to you about the process that we use over here to do that for not only our coaching business, but for the other coaches, right, that are in that come and get help with us each and every week as well. So I'm super excited to go over this with you. And when you get done with this, make sure to take action on it, because it is going to help you, right, make a lot more sales. Not just make more sales, but make them a lot more consistently every single week. Without any further ado, let's head in to this training. All right, so first things first, why do people, right, buy from coaches? Why do people go out there and look to hire a coach to get help, right? Well, the first thing we got to look at is a coach is going to be helping someone, right, solve a problem that they have. They're going to be not only helping them solve that problem, but they're usually going to be helping them solve that problem faster, right? The people are paying a coach because by getting into proximity with that coach, they are going to be able to follow a system or follow a model or basically follow what that coach says to be able to solve the problem that they have. Now, let's break this down a little bit more. So if you draw kind of like an L bracket here, right? Oh, it's a pretty fancy L, isn't it? If you draw like an L bracket right here, right? And ultimately you have kind of this dot, and this is where someone could start working with you. So example, say you were a relationship coach that helped people with divorce, and you help people in regards to, getting back on their feet and going out and starting to date again. Well, ultimately, right, they would have to be divorced to start here. It's not when they're born, right? It's when, right, you could start working with them. So as an example, right, up here in this example would be, say, they wanted to start dating again. That's where they want to get to, right? You're a coach, so you're ultimately based on, they could be here, that's the bottom, they just got divorced, to where they could get to, and then ultimately you have a system or a model or a way that they can follow that is going to be steps that they can basically take to get to a point where they can date again, and you as a coach is then going to be a guide. We're guides, right? We're not going and doing it for them. They have to go out there and get to a point where they feel comfortable dating again. We're not going to go on the date for them, but ultimately, right, we play as the guide so that they can feel more comfortable going on that date a lot faster than they were to do it if they were on their own. So ultimately, right, coaches are going to get paid because they're helping their customers get to where they want to get to a lot faster. Before we go over the next segment, which is all about the number one factor to making any sale as a coach or as a healer, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out new and exciting videos every single day showing coaches and healers so they can go out there and they can make more money. Specifically, go out there and create their first or their next 10K payday where they go out there and generate $10,000 or more for their coaching or healing business, right, in 30 days or less using a profitable presentation. Make sure to click that button below and subscribe. All right, so now let's go over, now that we understand what a coach does, now let's go over the number one factor, what I believe is the number one factor to sales and the number one factor to people buying things. And that's a very, very key word, buying things, right? People hate to be sold, right? We don't want to sell people something, but people love to buy things. Think about you. Is there something that you want right now? Are you willing to go buy something so that you could get that, so that you could have an emotion of buying that thing right now because you're excited to go out there and get it? I think a lot of coaches come across this with too hard selling. They're trying to go out there and they're trying to be like, well, I can help you. This is, but ultimately people want to buy. Right? And what makes this so great is that when you can attract people to you based on the things that you are doing, and we're going to be talking about some of those things later on in this video, but when you can consistently attract people to you kind of like buckets and put people into buckets and then invite them and have them coming to things where you can help them by actually helping them and demonstrating how you can help them by actually helping them at a thing, then they're going to be having buying emotions and not be feeling sold because you are actually going to be helping them before making them an offer. A lot of times when you hop on like things like discovery calls or you hop on things like sales calls or consult calls, people know they're being sold. Not to mention you're wasting your time working with somebody for free. But anyway, that's another topic. But anyway, right? So like, you know, they know they're being sold. Like they're going in there and you're knowing they're being sold. We need to take that out, right? Like take that out. It's a waste of time. Instead, let's attract people and start working with people that you know, through like something like an event, like a virtual event or in a mass setting, so that we can find the ones that are ready to buy and ultimately, right, go out and reach out to only the ones that are ready to buy, which is going to help us not only make more sales, but make a lot more sales to multiple people, and that's going to help us make a lot more impact along the way. All right, so now you understand that people like to buy, but let's understand we want to make sure that we're not wasting our time talking to anybody and everybody. And again, that kind of comes back to that discovery call model where you're just kind of, I mean, I can't tell you every day I have somebody reach out to me telling me they want to give me this free 30 minutes of their time outside of their schedule because they're truly wanting to go out there and help people. No, you're not. You want to go out there and try to find a way to sell me because you probably don't have any customers yourself. Let's be real here. So, you know, like basically instead of doing that all the time, what we want to make sure that we're doing is we're actually talking to people that are not only wanting what it is that we have, but also are qualified for what it is that we have. So one of the things we want to do is we usually want to have them fill out some sort of form, right? Or qualify them in some sort of way before we hop on the phone with them. So ultimately, right, there's multiple ways that you can qualify. You can qualify through them filling out a form. This is very popular. Or you can qualify by them having them come and do something. This is something that we have a lot of people do. We find that people by doing something, not saying they want to do something, is a lot more powerful. If they actually come and do the thing that they say they want to do, this means that they're ready and they're willing, right? And all we're there to do is help guide them. The easy transition to turn into a client. But if you're sitting there and having to have somebody fill out a form, a lot of times, right, that form is just what they want to be. It's not actually where they are now, or they ultimately don't know how to fill out the form properly, so then they're giving out information that is not relevant to you. So even though filling out a form is great, also finding the behaviors and getting people to do things can also be more powerful, and we're going to be talking about those things that they can do here in the next segment. All right, Sid, all this stuff is great, but how do I go out there and actually make sales consistently? Well, I can promise you this. It's not blogging. It's not making our IG grid look pretty. It has nothing to do with social media marketing, and it has everything to do with putting on a show. What we call profitable presentations, right? Where we go out there and present, right? And show people, right? Step by step. Remember, we talked about steps up here. Think of these as milestones in your company. Right? Or steps in your company. So first, after they get divorced, you know, they have to start doing X, right? Then they have to start doing Y, then Z, then A, then B, then C, then D before they can go on a date. So let's start backwards. To go on a date, they first have to maybe, you know, I don't know, they first have to ask out a girl or ask out, you know, someone. And then after, you know, before they ask out someone, they have to have the confidence to do that. Before they have the confidence to do that, they have to do something else, and then something else, and something else. So what are the steps that they would have to do, right, to get to the, what we call surface desire, or thing that they want, right? Well, what we'll do, right, is we'll run a profitable presentation. Say you have 5 steps, 6 steps, 10 steps, whatever. We'll go out and we'll run a profitable presentation teaching them everything they need to know inside one of these steps. We won't hold anything back. They'll learn everything they need to know about asking someone out, or everything they need to know about hopping on a dating app, like whatever the steps are, right? But ultimately, right, like you'll go over everything in that small segment, and then they're actually going to get your help. And then once they get your help at the end of that profitable presentation, whether you're running it as a virtual event or a live event, whether you're running it as an online masterclass, an online workshop, an online summit, or right, an online challenge, it doesn't matter how the wrapper you put it in. The presentation, and at the end of the presentation of you actually helping them by walking them through one of these milestones, right, is going to be you transitioning into presenting the offer that you have to help them with the entire thing. This way, when we run consistent profitable presentations every single week, we're able to bring people to us, not only just new people, but people that either came to the last profitable presentations or that we've ran consistently every single week over how long, right? Or we're able to bring people that registered but did not come, so we're able to already have momentum built and consistently be in front of people who are looking to get our help at that moment in time. And if they come to that presentation, remember I talked about a form, we talked about behavior. If they come to the presentation and they actually do the things that we tell them to do, this is them giving me a behavior that they not only want to talk about getting to that thing, they actually want to do it. And usually these are the people that not only take action quickest, but these usually end up being the people, right, that get to the goal that they want to achieve a lot faster. They end up being your best customers. So if you're looking to go out there and make consistent sales for your coaching business, right, whatever you're doing, go out there and put on consistent, profitable presentations, as they are going to consistently attract people to you, allow you to bucket those people so that you can know who it is that you need to be talking to and focusing on, and then you will be able to make consistent sales. One of, basically every single time you go out there and run profitable presentations and then present your offers at the end of those profitable presentations, asking people if they would like to continue getting your help more. Are you a coach who's looking to go out there and make consistent sales for your coaching business right now? Well, I just got done with what I call my perfect profitable presentation pack, which is exactly how you can go out there and build a profitable presentation in under 1 day, so you can go out there and make money with it here in the next 30 days on the way to your first or your next 10K payday, right, using that profitable presentation. It's absolutely free, and you can grab it down there in the description. It's called the Perfect Profitable Presentation Pack, and you can go down there right now and you can grab yours absolutely free in the description. It's going to show you exactly how you can build a profitable presentation pack with my masterclass, my slides, and my template, right, for profitable presentations, so you can get your profitable presentation built in under 1 day, so you can go out there and use it in the next 30 days to make more money for your coaching business. Again, it's absolutely free, and you can grab it down there in the description. Now, don't forget, we all win when we all win. Let's go down there. Let's go out there and make a choice to win today by subscribing to this channel and going down there and grabbing your free Perfect Profitable Presentation Pack right now. We'll see you in the next video.